Kosher Catfish, yeah. Stop that cat. Early. The boy is gone. For the time being, we done send him down to see if he can have some kind of plastic reconstruction done. One says a little bit of triangulating and then reconfiguring his little lizard body so he can be a happy lizard. He's transitioning into another kind of lizard. He's going to be he'll be plastic anyway, but he had to have a little makeup. Anyway, Kosher Catfish got the thing out here, sticking out today, cause I think this is like a Viking horn. The Viking horn. Don't you remember the Vikings? They had the horny heads and stuff like that, the Vikings? Anyway, this is supposed to be vacuuming up the ET stuff and CLT. Cause Catfish been having a lot of trouble with CLT here lately. Ain't been able to hardly get no work done, cause this CLT stuff has just had me bogged down in a rut. A rut, just like the mud we had back in Bayou. We had some mud back there, buddy. You go mud digging, you was mud digging, and you might not get out. Anyway, we don't want to scream and shout, but what we do want to talk about is something that's very concerning to me. And, Kosher Catfish got the issue with the tissue, the hearing and the mirroring and stuff like that. It's not all that good. So I'd hear something here and hear something now, and it comes out here, and I'm not sure if they have anything to do with each other, because there's a lot of clutter and dust up here in the soup computer hanging out. Because we ain't flushed that sucker lately. We had to get some Prestone, a brain freeze flush, and flush the sucker out, and maybe I'll feel less cluttered. Anyway, this is a word. I'm not sure about it. Because I think it crosses, we got some kind of cross-disciplinary CLT stuff where we go up this line and go up that line, and they have something to do with each other somehow, and it makes them very special. And I think that's what we got. The Hedge-da-Moany. Or is it the Hedge-da-Moany? Or is it the Hedge-da-Moany? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about any of that. Oh, doggone. I had a couple of bad neck days. But all I can think of is, if you know what you're doing about trimming the hedge and doing the tush to the bush, then they won't be moaning. Because they're plants. They're plants after all, don't you see? If you got the plant to moaning, then I'm not sure what you're doing to it. Because what Kosher Catfish is doing, back in the day, I have trimmed many a bush and sculpted many a hedge for the money. Because, when you're in university and you pour stuff and you like to work hard, you like sort of like the green man, you won't get out and do all that kind of stuff. And I'd rather make money at that instead of having somebody holler at me, tell me, go fill aisle number 2. Go pick your nose and swab the bathroom. Get the stuff off the floor. Anyway, I didn't want to do that. So I like working outside with my hands. Or I get out there with the big knife and hack it and whack it. It does. Kosher Catfish knows how to trim the bush. And whack the tush. Anyway, what we have today is, I think I may have some kind of intersectional understanding of what is happening with the Hedge-da-Moany and the tush of the bush and all these things that make sense to me. Cause back in the day when I was really poor, selling off my blood and stuff to get me a biscuit and $1, worth of gas to get to the university. This is bad times, this is hard times, but it's very good times. Kosher Catfish like it. Because I'm to get the apple for the teacher. Sometimes when I swallow, it just don't work right. Stop that cat. Stop that cat is cautiously back to her old self, harassing everybody. She is Belle, harass cat. Anyway, the Hedge-da-Moany and the tushing of the bushings and cutting all that stuff and trimming it properly. You may even want to put some foo-foo water on it just to make the bushes smell good. I'm not sure about that. You got to give them little flowers around them. They'll smell good anyway. I like it natural, except the hair under the arms. Anyway, and the legs, and any other place it should not be. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Hedge-da-Moany. The Hedge-da-Moany, or whatever we're doing with the hedge. The Kosher Catfish ain't done nothing with a hedge in a long time. But what I did used to do, and I found this as a job. I worked for some rich people that had these rose gardens and stuff. And they wanted pine straw. Well, hell, who are you going to go get you truckloads of pine straw? Kosher Catfish will do almost anything. Like somebody said this morning, it's $20. Anyway, that was a bad joke, and I didn't get it for a while. This is not quite right. So, what did I do? They say, Kosher Catfish, do you think you could deliver? Do you think you could deliver pine needles? Well, if there ain't one thing we got other than alligators and ducks in Louisiana, and squirrels and various other strange people, we got pines. We got pines, and every one of them sheds a barbs, and they come down, and they just you rake them up. Now, I have had times where I have sat down on a copperhead when I was hunting because could not see the difference in the copperhead and the pine needles, which is not good. Not good. It bites you on the boo-boo. But the pine needles, well, we made a deal. We made a contractual concern, and I delivered. I started out with them, and it went to other people. And what we'd do is we'd go out. We wouldn't go to the bayou to get the pine needles because that's not where the pine needle was. We'd go to the center of the interstate. You know how they got the road here and the road there. One goes this way, one goes that way. And you got the thing in the middle. And it was usually pine trees. They'd plant pine trees because that's what you can grow in Louisiana successfully. This is the pines. And anyway, so what Coach Catfish would do would get off the I-20 and pull up in there. And this is back when you could actually do things. I wouldn't even think about doing it nowadays. They'd think you're setting up a terrorist camp or something. But I'd go up in there, and I had a camp on my old truck. I had old Dodge Ram was slant six, and I loved that truck. I wish I'd have never had to get rid of it. But anyway, I was back in the 1980s, so I guess it'd have been an old truck like me. Well, I'm old something else. But what we do is we go up in there, and I hired me my cousin, and we went up in there, and we was making $100 a load, $100 a load, and we started off with 4 loads. It was $400. And then other people found out that we would go get the stuff, and we made the money that way. And for a while, I ate right well, and just enjoyed life without being so stressed out about, can I go to school or can I eat today? Oh, anyway, we did that, and that's what I understood about, we was hedging. We wasn't hedging the money. We was getting the money off the pine straw. We was pine strawing the money. And all I could figure out is the hedging the money and the pine strawing the money was very, very similar. Because we taking stuff and, well, we wasn't clipping it. We was just putting it up in piles and transporting it somewhere else and being the boss of whatever we was doing, because we was the boss of the world at the time, because we had enough money to go get us some Burger King stuff and eat us some red beans, rice, Popeyes. So I guess we was doing okay. I'm sure I probably bought me some duck shot and various other things for the hunting season. So, when you hedging the pine straw, I guess you could say you was hedging the money. Even though I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it, because there's a lot of other hedging things, like hedge of the wedge, hedge of the stedge, hedging the medging. I mean, it's the imaginary line, hedging the imaginary line. I think they got that over in France or something there. I think they put some egg whites and soufflette or whatever they do. Anyway, that's all I can understand. But people seem to be so upset about other people hedging the money. They're just making the money off of trimming the bushes. And we know we all got tushes and bushes, and we're being trimmed. We're being trimmed by them. Hedge the money. Coach Catfish out of here. I'm not sure about any of this. But I think the horn on the, what side is this? I have not sighted myself in a long time since I've been sticking the mic up there where the Mr. Microphone Lizard Man holds it. So I'm not sure. Is this is the right eye. Yes, the right eye. Okay. Anyway, I think it's working okay. And the nice thing about it is I can tune it. I can turn it down. You scare these CLT waves away that way. Anyway, Coach Catfish out of here. I got things to do. I got chickens to pluck and buskets that need to have their fur checked out for the ticks and stuff. Anyway, Coach Catfish out of here. Praise y'all.